Welcome to our channel. Today what we are going to see is static constructors in C#. We are going to explain what is static constructor through 5 key questions with answers and examples. So the first question is why static constructor actions will be performed only once regardless of times the object is created. The second one is why static constructors are parameterless. The third one is static constructors are not allowed access modifiers. So what is the access type of the static constructor and why this is implemented in this way? So the fourth one is static constructor is automatically called before the first instance is created. Why? And the final one is why static constructor cannot be called directly. So we will answer one by one all these questions with the live examples. On answering to the question why the static constructor actions will be performed only once, you can see that in a MSDN site, a static constructor is used to initialize any static data or to perform a particular action that needs to be performed once only. It is called automatically before the first instance is created or any static members are referenced. In the simplified terms, if you really want your class to be initialize the static members, and if you want to do anything to be executed only once, then you can use static constructor. So for example, creating a log file that records only one instance of the object throughout the application, and the other one example is inform the user that the class has been called, so that the developer can do any other actions based on the information that the class has been called. So we will see how this is possible through a live examples. How this is possible with a live example. So we have a class A here, and we do have a static read-only datetime, initialized time, one static constructor, and within that you can see that we are initializing with a datetime.now. So once it is initialized, we are writing it in the console, and we do have a public constructor and which expects one integer parameter, that is count, and we are going to pass that thing, and we are going to print that thing in the console. So using the static constructor, what will happen? See, in the main we are creating two objects for the same class object A and class object B, and the console.readline to retain that screen. Let's see. The output of the program is in the console. You can see in the 3 lines. So here what we are doing is, in the main we are creating an object for the class A and passing the parameter 2 for that public constructor, and again we are creating object B with the same class, and again we are passing the parameter count as 3 and console.readline to retain the output. So in the output we can see that the static constructor class A is called, initialized at 17.03 and 324 is the millisecond. So this millisecond is this particular timestamp will be retained throughout the application life cycle, because you can see in the second line and in the third line. So regardless of the object number of times the object is created, using the static constructor we can retain a particular object or member value through this. On to the second question, why the static constructors are parameterless? The answer is, as we see in the last example, the static constructor will get called automatically. So there will be no provision for the user to interact and provide any parameters. On to the next question, why static constructors are not allowed access modifiers? So what is the access type of the static constructor and why this is implemented in this way? The answer is, let's start with the default access modifier for any constructor. That is private. So what private does in terms of constructing? It will definitely stop the instantiating process. So this will not be a private one. So if not, then what it might be, have the chances to be public. So there are more chances of this constructor type, access modifier type is public. Next question, static constructor is automatically called before the first instance is created. Why? The purpose of the static constructor is to initialize the static objects way before any other members is being initialized. Thus, this is called in first place. And to the final question, why the static constructor cannot be called directly? So the answer is this is because it's the design and it doesn't serve the purpose if the compiler let us to do so. So we don't need to call this constructor explicitly, but it will be called implicitly. I hope in this video I have explained what is static constructor with the 5 questions with answers and a live example. Thank you.